Light's not very bright, is it? We should have done it in Africa.
We'll do it next time.
Maybe that's why we have no viewers, because you can't sing. Did you ever think of that?
I think so, but people like my voice.
No, they don't. No, they're just being polite.
Maybe they love us.
It's alright. Yeah, I see. That's what you have to do that.
I will do that, so I'll come down like that. Yes.
You don't know anybody is there. Oh, let us wave today. This is going to make me scroll. Mr. Hansen is here.
Yes.
Mr. Hansen. This is the fellow who called 3 times just so that he could educate people how to turn their phones so that they too could contribute.
You can dance this music or not?
I can, but I'm not going to.
You can do that.
I can, but I'm not going to. Oh, you mean the Egyptian stuff? No, you don't.
You can do that?
You look like a chicken.
Okay, you do that.
No, I'm fine.
Maybe you look
I'm
like
quite
a
happy
duck.
looking like a person, just quietly. Double.
Many anum, women say video no what Facebook do my new, but a benny. Yes. More hano, mona muye important my more han, mona muye important yedin, and my entino, obi or baby beyond Miss Row. Senipa 6 in a waswa, young 6 share.
It was 9 until you started singing.
Yes, if 9, let 9 people share. If 10, let 10 people share. Bonnie Benny,
did you share it to the page?
yes.
No, you didn't. You just
I don't think.
You just sent it to all the groups. And Ma is here. You're from Spain. Hey, that's cool.
Spain. Salute you, my brother. We salute you.
Yeah, James Patterson. Is this your
They are
work
working
man?
people.
James Patterson. Is this your work?
Oh, my brother
I
James.
thought so.
My brother James. One time love. You are such a great man. My brother, I love you.
You can bring James on camera.
Yeah,
and he can
James.
tell everybody how you hid under a truck and made him a heart attack.
James will not say that. James will not say that. My sister, my only sister, my sister. God bless you so much. I really love your video. I hope you love mine too. Mommy and share video. We should share the video because now Facebook have mute our videos. They have mute everything that we have. My posts, everything. They have mute everything. So if you don't go to my page, you can't see anything that I put there. But all the same, we love Africa. We are Africans. We are blacks. We are heart of Africa. No matter we are white, we are green, we are yellow, we are whatever. The heart that belongs to Africa is what we need to take it. So we don't care. I come here, I get 2 people, I get 4 people, I get whatever people are. Please, you people are my people. You people are the people that want to make us great. You people are making the family between me and you. So We don't care. Whatever Facebook will do to us, we always appreciate it. When we opened the Facebook page, we didn't pay money. So when they take their platform, we have nothing to say. So we keep on sharing, and a few people that are here, we will learn, we will educate ourselves, and we will still continue. My brothers, let's love ourselves. We don't care.
You have some people you have to break. You see the camera bits there. I keep blocking it when it comes to touch. I think this one has to be your job today.
Let me go back far. Ima. My brother, one love. I love you. I love you so much. I really love you, brother. Maxwell dance. Maxwell, yes. Maxwell. Michael, I love you, my brother. I love you so much. Nyako handsome, my brother. Oba yen count what it. My normal baby, number who normal be the found. Oh, yeah, Nipabia, Wakuma Muti, what it? Now you're bidding como, what it, Mr. Hansen, Yame on count.
I want you to say the next one.
Yes,
don't scroll past it.
Yame count. Anzazi, Tampuli in my language is the Mamprusi. Tampuli in my language, in Mamprusi, is Tampuli, a very great word. If we say Tampuli in my language, Mamprusi, it's a very great word. So my brother, Obadiah, God bless you, and let's keep on sharing the video. Wherever this video can reach, it's reach. I know about Afrika nation, Obaya Santua, our message, a common sense family. The message that we give is it makes more sense. That is why they have blocking us. So all that we don't care. We love you people who are here and who will come and watch it later.
Francis Nana Kwame Asha.
So you to continue.
If I do that, it blocks the camera. So you have to scroll for me.
Francis Nana Kwame Osha. I remember the day that I met Osha, the musician Osha.
No, you didn't meet
No, I met Osha.
No, you
that is why I met him in Holland. That is why I met Osha in Holland. That is why I dress every my friend. That one he bring the he had some music called the Baby Love You, Baby Kiss You. That you know that one, you know that.
Let's just say that I know it.
Yes. So that time he came to Holland, and the dressing that he dressed, that is what everybody was copying it and dressing from top and down. So my brother Osha, I really appreciate and thank you very much for your support and how you have come here to make this movie to go on. I love you a lot. And Ima medawase James. My brother James, God bless you so much. You are such a friend that I met you at work. You and Anthony, you people are the people who makes me happy. When even I'm at work, I feel like I'm home with my family. Thank you very much, James. And this is how a black people, we need to love ourselves. A white people love me as a brother, but a black man hates me as his enemy. So James, thank you very much. Thank you and appreciate.
Asai Mahama, we have James.
Yes, we have James.
Kwaba, Evans Ando, Kwaba, Madasi, thank you so much for joining us. It won't scroll.
It will scroll. It will scroll.
I will punch you, I see.
Yes, that's it.
Emperor for your Manu.
Yes. Yeah.
Bismarck.
Yes, Sako,
that's it.
Yes. Sako, God bless you, my brother from Guinea, all the way from Guinea. Yes, my brother from another mother. My brother, God bless you so much, Guinea.
No,
God
you
bless
had to
you
tell
so
her you
much.
were talking about her. Were you not when you said my one and only sister? He was talking
my
about
one and
yours.
only sister. My one and only sister is you, my sister Ofwa.
Yes.
You are my one and only sister that I do the video and I replay jealousy. My sister.
Oh, did you post that?
No, I didn't post it yet.
I said
jealousy.
You have to ask her first.
Jealousy. Sister.
James, thank you. Yes, he is doing so very much talking. Now do you feel the pain that I suffer when you sack him from the work and send him home?
My own brother, Abraham Ben Moshe, the brother of the enlightened generation, upcoming people who are using their brain now to think and now to do their own things. Yes. My brother, wherever you are, may the ancestors, may the soul of the land of Africa protect you. From your generation, God protect you so much and bless you. Yes. Now, obadie obekam, because you know where you're coming from and you know where you will end it. Hey. God bless you.
Abraham.
Yes. Yes. My brother, wafi. Hey, enyasem ketu. Wafi papa. Wafi. Debi to wa. Adwuma sem sa obekọ adwuma power pan ye di sa brother ye be ni den Abraham ye do pa. And that topic you know.
So many. There's heaps.
Before say me start na yabubom ni yababam ene ama Abraham you are P black. Okay?
Oh.
Yes,
well, that's because I can.
Oh no. Okay, now
read,
right? No. Okay, now I swap it. Now you are Abraham. No, you are reading.
That's right.
No.
I said because I can speak
okay.
English.
Now I'm a Abraham. I'm a Abraham. You are P black. Okay, P black. King Kanye Babam. So you read and I break it down. P black. King Kanye Babam.
I think you're on your
King Kanye Babam. My brother Abraham, over there cow, you were so great. Sure. Upon Chibi Babarian, what I want to know. What's it? So before we go to our serious conclusion and everything.
The conclusion is the end.
Yeah, the conclusion and everything, right? Miss Bon, you right now, me English, before saying Jumadian Bashasian, make a
you see him talking about this.
I will say to you, I will say
to you. You can play your English sound like Sankofa, but when you're hungry, you can speak English, right? Baby, please, you can make me this. Baby, please, I can. But your English is fine when you are hungry. Oh, very fine.
When a man is hungry to eat something with the wife, he eats her wife something. He said, to eat with her wife with his wife something. He said, oh, you're so beautiful. Oh, how beautiful you are.
So I know your secret now, right?
No,
so
that is a man. That is a man. No, that is weird.
I think you will be hungry for a month.
Brother, yes, I know. Why you be that? I cannot correct. Why you be there? Yeah, party and I cannot correct. And now what to say now? You're saying that, and I say, so. Sanity. Before say you did Jumadian in Abashasian, ya be to say. The Egyptians, the black Egyptians, you know, Series 1, Series 2, Series 3, Series 4, Series 5. We are going to be in a series of millions. As yenuya yan kasaya papa ye see wo ye yenuya ya brantie Abraham do Moshe diabam yesu ye ta kire ni ye pusie madwumadie na yeden akwa animu. So what I say. But my first announcement I'm the baby say, Abraham be Moshe. Abraham be Moshe. Wa born home modern from a quantity nyina ba bedroom pempensuo yi so. Ene aba bedroom pempensuo yi so yesa menu mienu ye so mo say yenara ya sasini jena boden de mayen jena na mo hwegu dere to omayi. Adrumini wososo seye be ye bia toaso nimdua toaso nimdie toaso. So what I say eti adrumini wumienu so seye be ye bidia den ede aboa eye Abraham. So what I say eti emofe Abraham ko tena YouTube ti mu Facebook for emofe bibini kura wa adwen sen. What is the brain of black man? Bibini wo kura wa asem sen. Eti Abraham eye ni teachings e wo Facebook ntia ye ofe. Facebook anke yenyine nam ho wo kwa adwuma mu wo kwa sebi wo kwa koye na eti sebi Facebook ya yenyine nam Abraham ye ni teaching fefefe de Abraham have reduced the stress of people. CSF have reduced the stress of people in abroad. Hey, mo abroad che mo se sika na kese o mo na yese mo send sika kese akoma Abraham. Because Abraham Panka said, I give you up. I want to concentrate and follow my kids, my marriage, my personal life. I don't care about who want to be enlightened or not. Now, when Abraham stopped this movement, I feel need funadaka kesiye eba beba Ghana. I feel need funadaka kesiye eba beba Ghana because stresses are Abraham, boldness, encourage Abraham diama enkrofo yenye wo brochire no enya asem ketwa. Etimi nua wo hwem ye wutie mi. The time one na Abraham fa ayinu mobile money metu dwan. Ya no ten say eye krokoko dani. Ya no eye ten say krokoko adani. Ene Abraham the message na ba beto wonom. Minu mienu die ne ya afa ho. Minu mienu na ne ebode wuro ye kasa ya no dendenden ye kon ho hintintin no. E die ne ya afa ho. E ma mumma enipa ba mumu. Na minim say Abraham kana ni na bamu bebua enka Abraham kana bamu bu long time. If Abraham want to come, like Abraham want to leave this movement enka a long time. And then nyame don krotimi so camera sin so before no on them street, before no on in them dome, before no on in them stations. And this is the time we need to support black man. Everything that the white man have given you is a fake. We are the natural supreme being in this world. Blacks have done something that the white can never understand it. That is the Egyptian pyramid. Up to date. They can never ever understand why this thing can be there. They now claiming that this thing wasn't built by a human being.
Yeah, they say the Anunnaki, which is the
yes. So black people, we are the best, the knowledge, a brain, everything. So Obaya Santua is now taking this platform that they have mute all our viewers, they have blocked us many things. Obaya Santua is going to do something called series. The series, my brother Ruby, may the nature our ancestors bless you, my brother from Nigeria. He is living in overseas. May the nature bless you so much. You are telling your people the truth. You are telling the black people to wake up, but we don't want to rise up. But my brother, keep the fire burning because you are doing a great job. And this is what we need to do for our people to know. We are not born to be a follower, but we are the leaders. Rich is in Africa, but now we are the poorest. Why? Ask yourself question. So Obaya Santua, now please try to follow Obaya Santua. It may be a time I won't be with her like I sit beside her, but she have a program program names the hidden story of truth. The hidden truth of Africa. The hidden truth of Africa. Obaya Santua, that is her program. Now she is going to do every day, every weekend, and it can be every week, every day. Even if she can't be online, she can even do it and post it. So the hidden truth, history of Africa. That is our Egyptians, and now she will tackle from the Egyptian pyramid. She will tackle from there. She will jump to the Mali Empire. She will go to the Sudan
Nigeria,
and Nigeria. Yes, Nigeria.
The pharaohs that wear the snake, the same as the Yoruba people.
The Yoruba people, you know, the Yoruba people. Yes, the Yoruba people, and the way they celebrate their culture, and all is from the same like the olden days. So now the topic, we are going to brief something that tells us that what they have written in the Bible telling us that Mary Mazaria, Mary whatever, Mary whatever no, eye yenya bibifo no, ena mrofo no befa free mu, ena omudi akwa invented ya ba beto Bible mu, eno no na ne enipa edi ekire a omo si ena Mary na oye o sebi oye virgin, ena okofa oba ena any the resurrection of Jesus Christ, any that all this thing. Obaya Santua, every weekend, even if I'm not there, if I'm there, if I'm at work, she have her free will to teach, and please give her the support. Same like the support that you have given to the white man who is in Egypt, now doing the research, put in the YouTube that you are going to listen and copy. Give that Obaya Santua that privilege, because she is real and she is ready to educate and bring the secret of Africa out for me and you, those who don't want to listen, who don't want to learn, and who don't want to also open their mind, also be okay. But first, Abraham Bemushe and his management, they have done a lot of job, and they have put some mobile monies there. Please, if you have not donated yet, please, now you have to do it, because we go to any television stations, they sack us. We go radios, it doesn't work. Now people are just using us like we are evils to them, because now if your brother get where he can eat, he don't want you to tell the truth. He doesn't want you to tell the truth. So the truth that we are bringing out, that is the downfall that the Facebook is giving us. But don't make you to be a loser. You always want to be a winner. Africa, we need to rise up. Me, I want my kid to rise up. One day, they will see my video and they will know Abutrika nation, Obaya Santua. When we were living, we did not disappoint them, but we tell them the truth. Same we want us to be together, and we can make it. I love you all, my brother and sisters. Thank you, and share the videos for us. Obaya Santua, medase. Medase be brave. Manwa ekokwana.
Yeah, see, you glitter, sparkle, sparkle.
I have erased it. My erasing. Yes. Obaya Santua.
Yes.
Thank you very much, and the boldness and the effort.
No.
You know, they started blocking us the first time we started. I'll fix it for you. They started blocking us when we start talking about the toxic of Africa. They started blocking us when we started talking about the second coming of Jesus Christ. And they started blocking us when we started revealing the secret of our president, our president who is current now. And they started blocking us. So my friends, my brothers, please, when you are here, just try and share for us. Just try and share for us. I know if the message that Abraham Ben Mousse is bringing is no good, nobody will block him. I dare not say every time I say why they don't want to block Emmanuel Ade, why they don't want to block Ayanana Prempemo, why they don't want to block like a lot of people, but they blocking. We the people that we have stand up said we want to do this to help our nation. We are the people they keep on blocking us. So please, if you are here, I can see I have 40 people now. If 40 people share for me, I think the message can go far. Don't forget to follow Obaya Santua in his new page that called.
This is our page.
Yeah, this is the
do
page.
Anything without.
Yeah. Oh, thank you. Our page, you know, and he said the hidden
truth of Africa.
The hidden truth of Africa, and when you go there, you can see many things.
And Ruby too. He said Jesus Christ will come like a thief. I don't know if Ruby. I don't know if you've seen the program we did, but the second coming of Jesus really was essentially we were talking about. It was. The white man coming to recolonize again. That's what we were talking about with the second coming of Jesus.
Yes, really.
So
so we go.
All right. So as you said, we were. I think the message you put out there before was we were talking about the ancient Egyptians.
Yes.
How the ancient Egyptians were black. and how the stories that the white man has stolen from the ancient Egyptians and from Africa, in a sense, to put into this stupid book. Yes. So the first thing that I want to say is I've seen a lot of quite a bit of a movement recently too with regards to the ancient Egyptians were black. The ancient Egyptians were black.
Yes.
But the other thing I've seen, and I've told you this, and I've been waiting to say this because I find it so absolutely abhorrently ridiculous that it would even need to be something that
Akwaba, my brother Akwaba,
that needs to even be said is the systematical brainwash of your people, that they would even need to have somebody tell them that the ancient Egyptians were African. So it's not just the movement to say the ancient Egyptians were black, it's to say that they were African and they were black. Egypt is where?
Egypt is in Africa.
So they are African.
They are blacks.
They're Africans.
They are Africans.
Right,
Yeah,
and they are black.
Yes.
Okay, so what we have is, if we go back to 1974, there was a conference in Cairo. So this is over 40 years ago.
40 years ago.
So where we had two African Egyptologists basically went head to head against 18 non-African Egyptologists, which were representing the rest of the world.
So there were 18 of them.
There was 18 non-African and 2 African Egyptologists. Now, they were Sheikh Anta Diop, and if you want to flip it, this is
this is what we want to show you.
So this is Sheikh Anta Diop, and he was one of the African Egyptologists that were at this particular conference. And this is Theophile J. Obenga, and he was the other African Egyptologist that was at this particular conference. So the whole idea of this conference was that these two men were presenting arguments and what's that word? Evidence to prove that the ancient Egyptians were black. So it was 2 against 18.
Hey, series of Egypt. Please don't forget this show. Series of Egypt. Black man, Sajina Yejuma, body nebre. If the brain doesn't work, your body get too tired. Men, the series of Egypt, that is part 1 for today. That is part 1. Don't follow every day, and we keep going.
So they were presenting this to an institution called UNESCO. Now that is the highest institution in the world that can make decisions on such matters with regards to ancient Egypt. They have the highest authority in the world to decide on those sort of things. So once Theophile and Sheikh had presented this evidence and the other 18 people had counted them, basically what it boiled down to is that UNESCO have unreservedly agreed, and as such have given the finding that ancient Egypt, ancient Egypt.
Kwame Peter Akwaba, sorry to interrupt.
You do it to me all the time.
Yes,
sorry. The ancient Egypt
was. Share video. I interrupted you.
The ancient Egypt was.
Share again.
The ancient Egypt was a strictly, hear me, strictly black civilization.
Okay.
So these two men basically counted and went up against 18 other Egyptologists that represented the whole rest of the world, and they have able to get this UNESCO, which is the highest authority institution in the world that can make that decision to say yes
or no.
I looked and they've said yes. So what we have come to is that Egypt was a strictly black civilization.
Okay, pause. Sorry. So that means they go and set, yet the assembly to baby and a cocoa baby to say, if we are man saying or high court, and yet the other to you, yes, okay. Ceciano, yet the assembly court, where's where you fit, where's where you tuntun, where's where you fit, where's where you tuntun. Sadia, yet the assembly barber, the specialist, Munja Jamaye, say Egypt to form, or we are brofo, and I will be a tuntum for. Minia. Thank
you. So what we have to also understand about the ancient Egyptians, and when we talk about pharaohs and we talk about gods, okay. So when on here on earth, the pharaohs and the goddesses, they are classified as gods on earth. So that is how they are seen. So if we were referring to them as gods, that's also what we mean. When you pass on, you do become a god.
Yes.
It's set as an ancestor. The same way we talk about the ancestors is the same way.
My brother,
it's the same way the ancient Egyptians viewed theirs. So they worshipped many, many gods. God of sun, God of earth, God of love, God of wisdom. God of wisdom 3 times over.
Wait, I hear Abraham Ben Moshe always say stuff like this, like he said the God of sun, the God of this, the God of that. I hear Abraham was saying stuff like that. Mr. Abraham, what? Mr. Abraham, hey, what way there? Mr. Abraham was saying all these things. I hear Mr. Abraham had teachings long time. He was saying something like that. The God of sun, the God of moon, and whatever it is. But so if I can ask you, did Egyptians were the Pharaoh was one or there were many?
Oh no, there were many. There were many, many pharaohs because it was over thousands and thousands of years, and the pharaohs were real flesh and blood. So of course they passed on. So when they pass away, then they also become a god under the name of Osiris.
Oh, right. So the pharaohs are not like one thing that we always know that the Pharaoh is one.
There's Ramses,
King Pharaoh.
No, there's many. Many.
Mummy share video no what? Yes, yeah. Mummy share video.
So that's when we talk about the pharaohs and the gods, that's what we're talking about. So the pharaohs on earth are considered a god on earth, and they are the go-between the gods, the ancestor gods, and the people on the planet.
People down.
Right.
Yes.
So we have.
You have to. You can't say clarify or credify.
I don't know.
Clarify. Okay, clarify. Okay, now I get it. Okay, so you want to tell now what if I can understand and maybe somebody too, because I told the English sometimes is too fast and all the stuff, but I don't. If I can understand well, now a same opportunity say, just say God don't know, God don't know. Now you will God don't know for me. And now God na ye free say ono na ye the universe na a Christopher free so on na what Bible mu no sa God no ono no na ye hunu no but na omo the respect masa to me no eti those people Pharaoh and his people was down there people are reading your Bible
don't be black. I'm a little bit less shiny,
right? I'll paint you.
I will paint you. Like
I will paint you. I will paint you so that you can be P black, and I will be Abraham. Okay, we go.
You good?
Now you go.
Very serious.
Yeah, very serious. Yes, we are going. Yes, thank you, baby.
You're welcome, dear. Now you make me lose my spot. Okay, so what we were talking about is some of the stolen stories, right? So what we've talked about here is basically the proof, basically, that they've agreed. Okay, ancient Egyptians were, and that civilization was strictly black, right? And we've talked about the pharaohs and how they're gods on earth, and when they passed, they became gods. So we're going to talk about the goddess Nuit, and this goddess Nuit, she was married to the god Geb or Jeb, depending on where you're from.
The god Geb or
Geb, G-E-B.
Okay, so the Gebra and other stuff, you know, in Bible too, they have something like the Gebra. Yes. Okay, you just continue.
Now these guys were twins, and they were married to each other.
Okay, so these guys was twins.
Yes.
Okay.
So, and the goddess Nuit, she was a goddess of many things, goddess of wisdom, goddess of love. You will see her in the coffins on the underside of the lid. They will have her picture carved there because they were for her to be there. She was also the person who will come and take you. You get me when you die and give you. That's right. So she was married to Geb, the twin brother. Then we have the god Ra, and God Ra, he was the god. I can't remember, the god of the night. Goddess Nuit was the god of the day, I believe. I had it here and it's gone. So God Ra, he was very, very jealous. He was jealous of the marriage between Jeb and Nuit, and he did everything he could to get in between them and separate them. Okay, yes. But he wasn't able to.
Yes.
So God Ra has this like an epiphany or a vision that if Nuit were to have children, then one of these children will be the person that ends his reign.
Wow.
Right. So what he does is he decides that she can't have children because if this goddess has children, then my time will be finished. Yes. So he puts a curse. He puts a curse on Nuit that she would never be able to give birth on any day of the year.
Yes.
Right. So at this time, at this particular time, the ancient Egyptians, before they followed the solar, by this time the moon, the calendar of the moon. By now they are following the solar calendar.
Yes, the solar calendar.
Right. So this gives us 360 days versus 365.
So 360 days
in a year.
In a year.
Right.
Okay.
Okay. So Goddess knew it. Now she's got this curse on her. She can't have babies. She's very, very upset. She's sad. So she seeks out Ra's son, Thoth. And Thoth is the god of wisdom times 3. So he's really, really smart. Very, very smart.
Yes.
Thrice of wisdom, god of wisdom thrice. So not only is he brilliant, but he's good at like games and all sorts of things like that.
Yep.
Now this boy also adores Nuit, and he feels so very sorry for her that his father has put this curse on her.
Yes.
So he wants to help her to overcome the curse. Now they also know that once these words have come out of Ra's mouth, the curse can't be reversed. So he's had to use his brain to think how he can get around this curse. So he goes to Khonsu, the god of moon.
The god of moon.
The god of the moon.
Please, we should share the video and we should learn more. If even you can't catch it, please just save it, just share it on your page so that you can go back and listen to it carefully. This is what they use to write the Bible. The Bible, all that they read is the story of Africa. It's the story of Egypt. What they come and enslave us, what they use, all the story that they write in the Bible is from this Egypt with the black people. So if we want to say what they are telling us, it's not what we're supposed to be. So all this thing is the Bible story. So what the Bible is telling, they have edict something, they have put some many things from it, and now they have given us what they think is better to rule us. So this one is a story that they have invented. As Abraham always said, they have stole it. They have stole it. So Abraham always said, all this Bible stuff is a code, and you need to ask yourself.
So what we have here before we go on, so this here is the hieroglyphic drawing. So this is the drawing of the god Geb, and what we have here, this is the goddess Nuit, if it will ever turn on.
Come on. Yes.
No, it's not
they come with
giving something weird.
Yeah, you can screw down.
So the goddess Nuit, she's usually depicted with the stars and whatever.
You can go to their website, you can learn.
So this is the goddess Nuit.
Yes.
And here you see here she is protecting the god of Jeb. Right. So and here this one is Khonsu. This is the god of the moon. Why did it do this to me again? Okay, wait. So this is Khonsu, god of the moon.
The god of the moon. So this is the god of the moon.
This is the guy that Thoth has gone to. Yes. In order to help the goddess Nuit. Right. So Thoth, the thrice god of wisdom, goes to the god of the moon, which is Khonsu. And so he has his idea to challenge this guy. So he goes to the god of the moon and challenges him.
So he go to that picture you show us, the god of the moon.
That's just the hieroglyphic picture. Yeah. This is the god of the moon. So he's gone there and he challenges. He challenges Khonsu to a game of drafts, and because he is the god of wisdom 3 times over, he's incredibly smart and very, very good at these games. So he wins repeatedly over and over again, whilst Khonsu is wagering more and more and more and more. So what happens is that Khonsu wagers the most, being his own light. So being the god of the moon, he is now betting part of his own light that is to shine, right?
Yes.
Now, Thoth wins repeatedly.
Yeah.
And it keeps going until Khonsu says, I can't lose any more of my life.
I can't be so much defeated.
Right, I can't lose any more of my life.
Yes.
So Khonsu could play no more.
Yes.
So Thoth, he gathered up he gathers up all of the light that he has won, and he uses that to create 5 extra days.
My brother.
He uses that
Peter
light.
Apaba.
He uses that light to create 5 extra days. Now, those 5 extra days did not belong to any part of any year. They were simply the days that were in between, set in between the end of the old year and the start of the new year. And it was a time of festivities for the ancient Egyptians, where they were saying goodbye to the old year and welcoming the new year. But those 5 days did not belong to any part of any year. But that is how they got from 360 to 365 days in the year.
So that is how they get. Hey, for me, say if you don't do research, I can't go to I'm lazy to learn. So, but I use my I can't go to all this research. This is a white woman who doesn't care to read, because the reading is what they eat every day. She have gone into the details. The reason why we got 365 years, days, that is how we got it. Because the first time it wasn't like that. And if you want, we can give you the website, go and do a research. Yes. And you will see all this. Black people, we are powerful.
So by creating these 5 extra days that don't belong to any year, they are able to sidestep. They are able to sidestep. They are able to sidestep the curse of Ra. The curse of Ra.
And just go there. And she won't. If not, you won't concentrate to read whatever you want to read. Don't lift her up because she doesn't have that.
And then I don't have.
Yeah. Just read it. Just read. Don't because people now, we don't want to let people lose their track.
Okay.
Yeah.
So. They're able to sidestep the curse of the god of Ra by winning this thing and creating these 5 extra days, giving us essentially 365 days of the year. So the goddess Nut is now she's now able to have children with her husband Get. So on the first day of those 5 days, the first day Osiris was born. The second day we have Horus the Elder, okay? Horus the Elder, not Horus the son of. Yeah. Horus the Elder. On the third day, I was going to say there's one behind you. On the third day, now you have to understand too that Osiris is also the one who, now if you were when you were a pharaoh and you pass away, you become him. So he also becomes a very, very powerful god, which is important with the next part that I'm going to talk about, because on the third day, Seth, the Lord of Evil. So if you see, we have Osiris, who is a very great and powerful god. So now as a pharaoh, if you pass away, you're a god on earth, but when you pass away, you become a part of Osiris, the god of Osiris. Okay. So you have that god, and then you have, on the third day, Seth, the Lord of Evil, was born. Now on the fourth day, her daughter Isis was born, and on the fifth day, her next daughter, Nephthys, was also born. Right. So when Osiris grows, and when they all grow, we all grow. So Osiris grows, and as is the times in those pharaohs, in the pharaonic times, especially with the gods and the goddesses, they married siblings to keep that all in the family, because they don't want to split it up. And we also talked about it's not all about incestual, because you two will call me Ma, or things like that. So some of that stuff isn't, but in this instant it is.
Yes, but okay, if just don't lose the tracking. I'm just interrupt, but please don't lose it. Just take it. So that means in before, when we said if I die, my brother take my wife. If they want to keep that family, they want to keep us in a family. So that is why you can see they were twin brothers, they were this, they were that, they were that. It's now what they invent to us, what they have tell us now, making us to hate. When you see this culture or this tradition is going, You watching me? Go to northern region. When somebody's, I don't know by now, but in before, when somebody die in northern region, if you a father and you die, your brother takes your wife. Not because he take it because of anything, but he taking your wife so that he can take he can take care of the bills, any problems that you left there, the kids, your wife, to make them feel that kind of happy. But because of the Bible, everything have been changed and have been making it to be an evil. And then your friend, I can't. She want to. Yeah, I can't. She said, I can't. So now because of that, now we have to make it to look like when you do that, you are evil. You are that. No, it's not because you are evil. But before, when you do that, like you want to keep the love of the family, the secret of the family, everything that you do in the family, so that the family can still remain and they can get their own tree. That is what they were doing it before.
Yep, okay. So when they grow, Osiris marries Isis, his sister, and Seth,
so he married his sister.
It is his sister, not about his brother's wife, it's his sister.
His sister.
Right.
Okay.
So, as I said, on the first day... You're annoying.
Yes, I'm annoyed, but this is something that we need to learn. This is something that Africans, we need to know. This is what we need to know.
So on the first day, Osiris was born. On the second day, Horus the elder was born. On the third day, Seth, the lord of evil. On the fourth day, her daughter Isis. And on the fifth day, Nephthys, also her daughter, was born. So when they grow, Osiris marries Isis, and Seth marries Nephthys. That one is in a particularly unhappy marriage.
Yes.
But Osiris and Isis have a very, very happy marriage. Seth...
Okay, it seems like I'm interrupting you, but I'm sorry. Okay? I'm sorry. You see what? There's no any marriage which have no problems. Every marriage have a problem. It's not a matter of he is your wife, he is what he is. You see what? They were even family. They were same brother and sister. But when they married, a problem came. So what our dim now our na ye tintin na asesa na ye bibi ekosi na akoye koden na what was na ma wade. Even a near phone na aware na so problem ayeden abam. So a marriage have to have a problem, but it's how you have to deal with it. So thank you.
So now I'm lost.
You don't.
Okay, so Osiris marries Isis, and Seth, the lord of evil, marries Nephthys. Now Seth is very, 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 very jealous of Osiris, and he hates his Isis. They're all brothers and sisters.
Yes.
Okay, so they grow and they marry. So after some time, Isis with her craft, because she too is also a goddess, right? And she too has her own powers, as same as Osiris. So after Isis, she has by her craft. Okay, so if you remember before, we said the god Ra prophesies that if the goddess Nuit were to have children, that one of them would come and end his reign, right? So what happens is after Isis, by her craft, she manages to learn the secret name of Ra. In doing so, he loses his powers. Now Osiris became the sole ruler of Egypt and reigned on earth as as the god Ra had done, right? So at this time when they've come, now you've got Isis and Osiris reigning as the sole rulers of Egypt at that particular time. Now when they come in, Ra, who has not done a particularly good job, the time that these guys come in, it's a mess. Their people are savages, they're fighting amongst themselves, they're killing, they're eating each other, they're brutish, but Isis discovers the grain of both wheat and barley, which was unknown to the people at that particular time. So she discovers the grain of both wheat and barley, and it grew wild over that land. And now she taught the people how to plant them, how to plant the seeds, how to cultivate. She taught them about the flowing of the Nile. So we know when the Nile flows and then it slows. So when it recedes, it leaves back the richest set. That's why the stuff that grows in your country is so incredibly great, because particularly in Egypt, the sediment that was left behind when the Nile flowed and then receded was so rich that you could grow anything. And she taught the people about how fertile that mud was and how to tend to the crops, how to cut the corn when it was ripe, how to thresh the grain, how to dry it and grind it. She taught them how to make flour and bread and turn the flour into bread. Osiris showed them also how to plant vines and make wine out of the grapes. And they knew already how to brew the beer out of the barley, right? So once the people of Egypt had learned how to make bread and cut only the flesh of such animals as he taught them were suitable, right? So you see what I just said there. So if you think about the Bible and you think about the Quran and what meat isn't suitable, this is also something that is taken from the story of the ancient Egyptians. Yes. So Osiris is teaching these people how to live with peace and plenty and live happily with music and poetry and all of that stuff. So as soon as Egypt was filled with these things, Osiris set out over the world to bring his blessings of knowledge and to spread it to all the nations. Right. So while he's away, he left Isis, his wife, to rule over Egypt. Yes. And she too is also very, very smart, right? So she did. She ruled over it very, very wisely and very well. Seth, the evil one, the brother, envied Osiris, as I said, and hated Isis.
Yes.
The more the people loved and worshipped and praised Osiris, the more Seth hated him, and the more good he did, the happier he made people, the more Seth wanted him to be dead. Now, Seth had wanted to seize the throne, but because Isis was so powerful and strong, he was not able to do so. So he needs the good pharaoh Osiris to be dead. To be dead.
Yes. So to be dead. Cut it dead. To be dead. To be dead. Okay. So you see, this is all what happened perhaps in the next year, a year and Samuel, any a year Minia, Peters, any a Obibia, Wabani, Sramo, Harboson, Yadawasi, any Bonsamba, Munine Damasi. We thank you guys so much. The way Facebook are doing to us, but we can manage it, and we are the series of Egypt, and this is the part 1 today. So every week the series of Egypt will come every day and every day. This one we have searched in a deep where you have to pay hundreds of dollars before you can get some of informations. So sometimes we will read an uprise like that, and somebody will say, oh, but it isn't like that, it isn't like that. This thing is what they copy to write the Bible. The Bible that they write, that is what they copy to write the Bible. And you see, he said, your Bible, you read it, baby. I know I'm say, na something, na the whole day pa. Na something, na the whole day pa. Na enam se ochire oba no ni secret ntinu na something na ho odin ni woni ntrini mu na ochire yema yekotwa ni ntrini wu ye no eno ema oti etimi din kuguo eno minim se ye something o se ye ho anwan ye o mire minim ba minim se Bible mu no na school mu ye ko a omoka se na akoa bi mire minim o mire se me pack and kan yo me pack and kan Mr. Collins with that me bag and can you me need time of crab the king kind. And no must say, your friend be Mr. Samson or say one you. No one deeper, you was school no. And your Friday, Mr. Jokum and penny for me damas. You was school no would be back on saying a Samson. You go no one who did me a minimum, me say Samson or say you could just you say Isaka minim. Now almost say, no one who did be. Enti na hoɔden no na ne secret ya ne ntrinwi eden egu ne tiri so na wanka na no antum ɛna ɔma ɔbaa ne yɛ eden ehunu ɛyɛ ne secret enti the time ohun ne secret no ɛno ɛna ma na hwe ase yɛ eden ɛbae won se ɔbaa yɛ asante wɔkeka no wɔ ha enti saa nkrɔfoɔ no emu nsɛm na ɔmo de aba be create Bible na ma yɛ na yɛnyɛ di akyire almost say, and they are blocking it because you can't correct the bibini, say bibini. Sao bibini, ukuromuna, African, you have to be proud. Neja said, a bruni at the Bible, brewunti. You worship that thing more than what they copy from you. Everything from the Bible is copied from the black man, and they edit it, they change some stuff, and they put something in. Series 1 of Obaya Santua, Egypt, and the secret that is hidden. Medamasi. Obaya Santua Yonko.
She's gone. So while, as we said, so Seth, the evil one, he wants the death of his brother Osiris. So he gets himself 72 conspirators. And what they did is they've gone about finding out the exact size of Osiris and his measurements, his height, his width, his all of this stuff.
So he wants him to die.
He wants him to die.
So they go and measure everything about him.
What they've done is they've gone and seeked the finest woods, stuff that you can't get in Egypt, you know, ebony and ivory, and just made the most beautiful, they call it a chest, but it was a coffin.
Okay.
Right.
Like a chest, the chest, but it's a coffin that we bury people in.
Oh, yes. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it was,
Yeah.
Okay. And it made of like cedar inlaid with ebony and ivory, gold, silver, planted inside with figures of gods and birds and animals. Like the most beautiful coffin you could ever think to imagine in your brain is what they crafted. So when Osiris returns from his travels, the first person to greet him is Seth.
Yes,
right. So Seth then gives a great feast in honor of Osiris. But the other guests were the 72 conspirators. So the other people that were there were the 72 people that he had chosen to conspire against him to build this coffin. So they all know what's about to happen. The wife is not there. Already. Isis is not there.
Yes.
Right? So only his 72 conspirators, right? So it was that
is the disciples, eh?
Yes.
So when we take it, that is the disciples. The disciples who was with him, they know what is going to happen. So what I say, it's disciples, no, I don't know, Bible, no, I actually know. A year before history, and no mother be you, and no muddy be like a home, and no muddy fear as be about the team, I'm a name before you slow, now so a year history, and no my copy, and no muddy yes, sir.
Thank you, Faustina. Nash must have been pulling my shirt down a bit. So, now, okay, so this one, it was the greatest feast that had ever been seen in Egypt up to that point. The foods were the choicest, the wine stronger, the dancing girls more beautiful than ever before. So when the heart of Osiris had been made like glad, so now he's happy, he's got this beautiful feast, all these people, are coming. So now this is when they bring the chest out. And the coffin out. So, and now Osiris is looking at this thing like it's the most beautiful
thing that he has seen. So okay.
Yeah.
So when Jesus Christ met his disciples for the Last Supper,
No, Christina, thank you.
People know that this is what Jesus Christ, not the supper, no for his Last Supper, not a nippon himself. I dare say, nay, a baby see. It's no doing say, oh, Mahuna dear baby, but no more can no meaning dear Quacosi. It's a Bible, not ye reading Jesus Christ and his disciples, Jesus Christ and his Last Supper, no, yes, I dear win one copy the free.
Oh, don't let it go. So when they bring this, she's making me boiling.
Yeah,
she's hot. Yeah. So when they bring the coffin out, Osiris marveled at it because it's the most rare coffin that anybody has ever seen. It's the most beautifully made, as I said, with the most beautiful woods and golds and silvers. So Seth declares, "I will give this coffin to whoever fits it most exactly."
But
now there's only 72 people there that are his conspirators, and none of them are going to fit it. So everybody's taking their turns. Until eventually Osiris says, "Let me try. Let me also to make sure my chest is not dingling."
Don't dingle it. After the show, people will say, "Oh, nice boom."
No, we went through the comments
after show, you say, "Nice boom." Teaching, teaching. One not that one need kosie. So Say I 7, I just send in a boom now, boom. Tiadie. Well, you're the honor.
You were teasing me about my boobs.
No, I said people after that we can't say it's nice boom. Nice boom.
Anyway, so it gets to a time where Osiris, he sees all these people trying. He says, let me try it, right? Of course, right? So Osiris gets in and he exclaims, it fits me perfectly, it's mine. Seth, at which point, jumps up and says, it is yours indeed. Yes? And shall be so forever. At which point Seth banged down the lid and his 72 cohorts nailed the coffin shut. And they sealed every single crack with molten lead, so that Osiris, the man, died in the chest. So there's no air and you can't get out. So he sealed everything.
Yes, I get you now. I get it. And this is my main camera. This Miniaba, this a Faustina. San or Mutio, Omobom say, nice boom, nice bomb. Brabejo Quarry, Mina Madame Adiam.
I don't see you complaining.
No, I'm not complaining. Yes, I'm not complaining. Nice boom. Yes, when you be who came and answer Nancy, what shame on you. Say you were dear me said Facebook block on my blog and you because you reduce stress. So say a coffin nearby. Nay, nipa, yasha double coffin, the iding, at the amano. Yenin say me a good trick, I'm a tea. Coffin ya, a dakaya, yabo, me and ye didn't question. But Omuma 72 disciples no more in chaining united. Eka say, oh, Obianco trying she. It will come not, oh, I know fit it. Where could Rosso, I know fit it. Where could Romo, so I know fit it. Et ye drew me, son, you know, means a min or more pemintino. Me coco real moon, and Omacastle, oh, I know fit into Yamu Bomuna, Duani and she. So, baby, I can't for being a war. One baby, I can't for me to me do I Papa said. It will muna ya bubo muna duam because what time for young, or bubo muna dua than they see a shipu, the shipu coffee no near the cock, yet the free of my castle wide then. Whoa, it will buy us and dua. Can you murmur?
Thank you, Nana. They're not bad. Oh my goodness, now I don't know where I'm up to.
Don't you try to
I can't. No. All I can think about his boobs.
No, when they put in the coffin and other stuff.
Right, okay, so now they've sealed it with molten lead, right? So now Seth and his companions, they take the coffin, which is holding the body of Osiris, and they cast it into the Nile. And
so they throw it into
the river Nile. Yes. And Happy, the Nile god, carried it out into the Great Green Sea, where it was tossed for many days until it came to the shore of Phoenicia, near the city of Byblos, or Byblos. And here the waves...
Byblos.
No.
Byblos.
Yes.
So they changed all the waves?
Yes, to Babylon. Yes. So here the waves cast it into a tamarisk tree, and that grew on the shore. And the tree shot out branches and grew leaves and flowers to make it a fit resting place for the body of a good god of Osiris.
Oh, okay. So when they threw that coffin in the river, then as the coffin was going, it gets stuck in some of the trees.
It got caught in a tree that was growing on the side of the river. Yes,
on the side of the river. Yes. I know.
Okay. Meanwhile, in Egypt, Isis was in great fear, the wife, because she had always known that Seth was filled with evil and jealousy. But kindly Osiris would not believe in his brother's wickedness. But Isis knew as soon as her husband was dead, even though nobody had told her what had happened. Don't forget, this happened in a room with 72 people, Osiris and Seth. So 74 people, and only one of them was good. The others were Seth, the evil one, and the 72 people that helped him to kill him. So she hasn't been told.
Be careful with people that you are around. Because crucify him that they give us in the Bible is that crucify him that is here. So be very careful with people you surround with.
So this is the point where Isis now decides she's going to go. She knows that the man is dead before she has been told. So once it's confirmed, now she sets out to find her husband.
For her husband.
Yes.
Okay.
So she, being a goddess and the ruler of Egypt, is incredibly well known. So in order to set out to do that, what are you doing? I'm not even at the spot.
Yeah, we looking.
In order to do that, she sets out, and this is them. So this is Osiris.
So this
is Isis.
Okay. So this is I can't mention that name. What is the Osiris? Osiris. And this
Osiris. And this is Isis.
A tearful. This is exact image, and this is the story. This put it back, please.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, this is the image that they copy from the Bible. This is Mary, the Mary that we worship. They say she's a virgin. She was a virgin. No, this is Mary. Let it go up a bit.
Yeah, you can do it. I need to find something here.
Say the Mary. This is the Mary of Africa. This is
yes, I see what you're saying. Yes.
You see, this is the Mary. So this is what they use to copy and said Jesus Christ and the Mary was virgin and the virgin and whatever. They copy the Bible and now they make we Africans to believe that there is a Mary in somewhere who was a virgin and give a birth of a Jesus Christ. Yes, I was in Bruni were designing way in TV out you use to remove now they chrome. So what I said, so this is Jesus Christ and I ever Mary with Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ and I say Mary woman one you story na honey a deco when message here for say a series 1, series 2, series 3 ebekwa kwa Mali Empire na every Mali Empire na ko Sudan Empire ebe free Sudan Empire ni aba be kire eye atiefo say Ghana eye krom Africa. Ghana was also part of this. This is the secret that is untold to the people, we the black people. We are fighting with the Bible that doesn't make any sense for us. It's our history, and they have destroyed it, and they have put something in, and they make everything to believe. This is Mary. If you worship any Mary in a Bible, stop and just stop and start like worshiping this woman. Worship your mom. Worship your dad. This one claimed to be like the Joseph.
No, this is supposed to be like God.
Oh, the God, like the God, right?
Yeah, essentially, yes. I mean, if I get further
into
the story,
it's like
that will make sense.
That will make sense. So, the story no from here, from Mary, and when and a new kunu then, catching a new for no 72 people, not that 72 people. When they meet, this woman no new kunu, and only or I have a friend say a Jesus Christ. It's no one to one. Sana suafo no nyina then abopo e dia masa oba weekunu. Enti no omo sheda ka say yemobo adaka bi na yemfa eye oba weekunu nya den enhyem. Enti omo bobo adaka ni wie no ena enkrofo no mutwa hu no nyina omo kotusu oba we ni kunu. Eye ne tintin ne kase ne bibia. Enti omo ye we ni nyina wie ye no. Ena omuka say sadia ye kwanye be foso ye betimi dia ko we ye hyem ni de ye hye dan kase ye pesi susu hwe nipa wo be den obekọ sa efunu daka nu enti omu nyina no sheda try because no omu nim de omu ye to omu nyina sheda ye den try enti omu try ye wie ye no ena omu hu se ena de aduru so enti abuture ka wo so bra be hyem bi enti mi be hyem nu ena omka so owu de ena ofe ena o den eno fite pa sadia yenye den yemubo mu nadoa ne yenhwe se eno be kama eno omo de nadoa kese di bu board na ayin box num eno omo de kwato river Naira mu Niger Naira the river that Nile river Nile the river Nile eti omo de oba we kunu ekwato river Nile mu no eye we na yes adie no sa papa we na yes adie no eti omo de oba we kunu eye den ekwo she eye river Nile mu no omo de hye mu wie no omo pia kodo no na ne oda nsuo n'anim ana oba we kunu nsuo ne de ne koya na odada kan mu omu ye na so nsuo no e de oba we no ekunu no koya na agya eye edua bi esisi nsuo na no e choke eye efunu adaka no e na egina ye e na oba we kunu no ye den e kaaye eti yentie de oba ya santoa e saade ye den eko medasi. So you continue from where the boat start. The boat when the
coffin.
Yeah, the coffin start. When the coffin start, and then the boat, the coffin start. Please, let's share the video. We want to prove that the Bible that they are teaching us is from the black people history. When they come and enslave us, this is what they do. So the resurrection of Jesus Christ will soon to be revealed.
Okay. Okay, so now the coffin is resting in a tree, right?
Yeah. So when the coffin stuck in the tree in the river now, okay, continue.
So where that was, I said, was in Babylus. Yes.
Babylus. In the Bible, we have even that Babylus or whatever they call it. All this is copied from Africa.
So she knew already. Isis knew already that her husband was dead. So as soon as she knew her husband was dead, she fled into the marshes.
Okay, please stop it. Please remember.
Just start again.
Stop. So when Mary, that is in the Bible, which is what is the girl name? Isis. The Mary in the Bible, that is Isis. Now, when one said Nikunu Eden, Wu, Etino, wo Chinchini, Nikunu, or Chinchini Eden, Nikunu. Eti Wu, eti wo Chinchini, Nikunu. Baby, let's go. So
she went there to seek for the body of Osiris. Because until he was buried with the correct rites and all the charms and mummified, then even his spirit can go no further than than Dua, to the testing place, and it can never come to Amenti, meaning to what is their heaven. Yes. So back and forth over the land of Egypt, she wandered. Now everybody knew who she was because she was the ruling queen of Egypt. The queen, yes. So she dressed herself to be like a pauper, so nobody would know. Okay, you can't recognize her. Okay, so now the time that I would say Mary, when Mary was searching for his husband, now she had to dress because she was like a Queen Elizabeth. Oh, did that happen? Yeah. So she had to dress to look like a poor person, so that she can go on and get his husband. Not that. Yes. Okay. And everybody she asked, nobody knew. Nobody had seen where where her husband was, or where the coffin was. So at last she comes, and she had her magical powers, but these ones were not strong enough to solve this particular problem, for her to be told where her husband is. Yes. So she wanders like endlessly around Egypt, until at last she comes to some children who are playing at a riverside. And once they told her that just the coffin had passed them, and they were able to describe it and describe that it had passed them on a swift stream and out into the Great Green Sea. So Isis wandered on the shore again and again and again. It was the children who had seen the coffin floating by and told her which way. So we would say like Mary was still going and going. Yes, Mary was still going. Yes. Isis is somebody like, I would tell you in the Bible, like Mary. So he was going around, searching for his husband. Yes. She had a power, but that time her power is not enough to see everything. And when we talk about this is the Mary. This is the Mary that we're talking about. This is the Mary. So Mary, she was her husband had been put in the coffin. And now they have thrown, like Jesus Christ has been in the coffin, and they have thrown him in the river Nile. So now Mary is going rounds trying to make people trying to find her husband, but she can't dress to be nice because she was a queen and people knows her, so she need to dress to be like a poor person.
So babe, let's go. So this is Mary.
Okay. So, all right. So, and it was because it was the children who had seen it and been able to tell her which way to go. Up until now, nobody throughout Egypt has told her where the husband, and she's wandered up and down this Nile. So the children are able to tell her the coffin floated past us and it's gone out to the Green Sea.
So there are like some kids also see that. Some children also see, oh, we see that the coffin pass here. It pass here and it go here.
Yes. So now she has some idea of which way to go. So because she is also a goddess and she does have powers.
Yes.
And it was these children that helped her. So what she then does is Isis blessed the children and decreed that ever afterwards children should speak words of wisdom and sometimes tell of things to come.
Wow. So now she, because of the help that this kid helped this Mary told also bless these kids and teach them something also. Okay.
So she continues. So at length, after time, Isis comes to Byblos and sat down by the seashore. At this point, some maidens came, and these were the maidens who attended to the queen of that particular area. Yes.
So, and this time when this woman met this kid, and after that,
she's continued.
She's
the
continued.
Kids are back there. She's continued. So now she's come to rest at the seashore.
Okay,
the maidens who attended the queen of that particular area have come to bathe.
To come and shower in the water and other stuff. Oh, beautiful story. Let's share, my brothers. Let's share. This is a beautiful story. Series 1. Only Series 1 that we can be happy like that. Series 1. Oh my God.
So this is also, so once they've returned out of the water, Isis comes to them, and this is where she taught them how to braid their hair and to do all of that stuff, where in that particular part of Africa, this wasn't known. So this is the beginning of the braid.
How we make the dreadlocks, we make care roll, corn roll or whatever we.
So when they went back to the palace to tend to the queen seen this and they came back smelling of flowers and just a beautiful stuff because of what this woman
did for them.
So the queen wants to know how that came to be.
That came like a surprise. Hey, how can you? Why you go out and you come home with this? What have you done? Who did this for you? Not knowing the Mary who was looking for his husband now have blessed some people in this way. So now this woman have blessed this kid, and these people also go home. Now they are going to tell the story. Right. The story is sweet.
So the maidens tell her of the woman who sat by the seashore, and the queen sent for Isis. The queen said, not knowing who she was, because remember she's dressed like a pauper. So, and they asked her to serve in the palace and tend to her children. The little prince Manorus and baby Dictys, who was sick, he was ailing sorely, because she did not know that Isis was who she was, that she was the ruler of Egypt.
Because she dressed like a poor, and people don't know. Hey, so this woman, is it the queen? Is it the Mary? The Mary that we know? Is it the Mary?
No, they had no idea.
Yeah, they have no idea. So don't.
So Isis is now tending to this woman's children, because don't forget, she too is trying to gain knowledge as to where her husband has gone.
Nana tiedie kan. What's your home? We are penny bonnie.
And so she becomes quite fond of the small one who was ailing, and now this baby starts to thrive. Even he's only just sucking on Isis's finger. You know, same like when she was crying, small baby, we just give her some finger to suck. So, but the baby was thriving because of the powers that this woman had. Now she became so fond of this small baby, that she decided she wanted to make him immortal. So she's in the process of doing that when the queen, the mother, comes in and sees what is happening, and she sees what she thinks is Isis setting her baby on fire. So she comes in and with a loud cry and broke basically the magic. At which point Isis took on her own form. She then revealed herself.
So when Isis, like I can say, like when Mary sees what is going on, then
Mary was trying to make the baby immortal, and the queen of that area walked in and thought she seen Isis putting the baby on fire. But she loved the baby so much, she wanted the baby to be immortal. She was trying to make it into a god also. Right. But the mum comes in and sees it and thinks, she's harming
doing that,
that's
baby.
it. So she starts her shouting,
yes.
which breaks the magic. So Isis then reveals herself as the queen of Egypt.
And I say, okay, I'm the queen of Egypt.
So at that point, this is when this woman realizes who she is. Right. So now that her and her husband now are fearful. They are offering her gold and gifts and everything that they could possibly offer. They are offering this woman for forgiveness for breaking the spell and for not knowing who she is, and because now this is who you are. So you're offering. And Isis said all she wants to know is where that the tree. Yes, where the tree is. For the great tamarisk pillar, because by now it had become quite well known in that area, but nobody was telling her because she was a pauper. Right. So they said no problem. So they tell her where this pillar is. So
so if like this, you see what is going on. Now, because of she was poor, they decided not to tell her any secret. When poverty is a disease. I always say this thing: poverty is a disease. Don't be a poor man. If you become a poor, nobody recognize you. Your message doesn't get anywhere. Anything you say is just something that somebody don't even want to listen. So what I say, the poverty is very, very, very sad. Because of she was trying to do this and do another. Mary was trying to do this magical thing. The onkrano oya de na mo so maame bai. Omo maame bai. Eje na obeyeba. Eje homo yi ne ho adi. E na o ka say me na meye the queen of Egypt. O ka say eh e na wonie me ko fie di bi ye me. Na me ko akosra eye minister bi wo fie. Na me ko no na ma hye nika e na ma hye chale wate e na me ko duru ho no minister ne maame ka kire me say minister no oni ho abrenso no se minister ya pakeka e wo kwan no me duru o ka kire me ni ho eti asema me ka kire ne say on kan kire ne say eye ne ba abutreka awo ball e wo Holland mamu maba fie na me se me ba be kia no asema na me what's them so when you are a poor man, your message doesn't reach anywhere. The time me catch and say me did the abutreka na me ball wo Holland mamu na wa fe no mapa Ghana na me say me ba be sra no o catch them say ni ma me minister no o hyedem ho eno o kire me so o hye ho but me ye ni die o say oni ho so who the way we asete sa ene abrabo no e se ye bono.
So this queen and king of that particular era give her everything she needs to get to where the coffin of her husband is. So upon finding the coffin of this of her husband, now it's, even when you don't know till you know, right? Yeah. So now she sees the coffin and she opens it up and she sees her husband and she throws herself on her husband and she's crying and very sad. And now she's kissing him.
Yes.
And this is where we get the stolen story of the resurrection of Christ, because the story is that he was that is the way that is the legend, is that she resurrects him with the love she has resurrects this man.
So the love,
and this is the way the story is told.
The spirit talks. I said the spirit talks. Image at Kasapapa. Ubetima who said, "O mame ana wo yere." Oba ya santoa na onyem eye me ba ya muhunu ni ya ni ti se eye ayi me ko ko ase banche no hwe akwala we tama oba ya santoa nyem akwala we me ko Ghana me wo fie no okokotwa estre no okotwa ye no ye ka kire me se me ba we ni ti eye kete na akwala no onya de se ye wo na ni ti betima ye kese e ma mi di areho asema me ka se na akwala me amaba wiase a me wo me ba the firstborn of my life and I want to give a birth now na me ba eti ba be ye kete de say ya fosu na me de eti ahokyere be na obo ade wo de makosemu na wonim the day I landed back to Australia the second week that we went to the hospital, they do that the same X-ray that they send my wife 100 times to go for checkups. She go and they do all the big hospitals, everything, big doctors. They still say this baby head is small. But the time I get here, when I had Obaya Santua like this, when I say baby, I'm here. The spirit of me make this woman. The next day we go to the hospital. They said, "Oh, Apalano, niti, and then the Libya a level, a miracle. A soul, et me manipa in Yane." A soul, it me me awaking. And yes, a miracle, no, a miracle be a baby. It was say the time what you didn't couldn't share box numa and soon or then you didn't find river. Nine also, a baby, a chalky yam. A more no, you could go Nikunu. You be a that kind of song. I will who Nikunu panel. The time I will call Banso or down or Banus to say. Or dan so pe or dan you kunu so peno peno e one and you kunu ni ye etiye. That is the resurrection of Jesus Christ, the copy and the paste that they have given for we the black people.
And I mean there's plenty of there's altering stories as well that this didn't actually resurrect him, but essentially what happened is they returned to Egypt. Now it has to be done secretly because of Seth, right? So he remains in the coffin.
So they still put him in the coffin.
He remains in the coffin, and they take the ship, and she returns, and the ship returns. She takes the coffin and she hides it in the marshes because she doesn't want Seth to know.
No, he's alive.
Right, because even if he isn't alive, Seth doesn't want him to go to the greatest place to become an immortal god. So by him not having the correct rites performed against him as a dead pharaoh, he can't be an Osiris. He can't be that god. So whether he was alive or he wasn't alive, the whole purpose of Seth have her not find him was that if he's alive, then Seth can't rule. If he's dead and he's hidden away, he still can't have those final rites be performed and be returned to be an immortal god. So Isis hides the body in the marshes, but Seth finds out about it. So Seth finds out about it, and he's absolutely enraged that she has found him and that he is back and that he is alive, right?
So that means when they get this man and this his wife, same we will call like Mary. When Mary just see her husband coffin. She opened the coffin, she see her husband was there. But this man wasn't killed that they put him in the coffin. They put him in, they just want to measure this and they lock him and they throw him. So they were thinking he was gone forever. He was gone forever, he's dead. So the time this woman opened the coffin and she see he throw herself on this coffin, holding her husband, praying and like just kissing and this man, spirit come out again. He just wake up. So when he wake up, what they have to do, they don't want the other guy, the enemy, to know that he is alive. So what they have to do is they should plan and put him as the same and return that thing back. So when they return it and they see, and now when you didn't say, they come say by time they go, then was a sorry beam. Then was a sorry beam. And that picture is between these two people. So this is the Mary. This is the Mary. This is so this is the one that we're talking about, the Mary, and this one is the one that he want to rule the king.
No, this is Osiris.
Osiris.
This is the one that was murdered.
Yes, he was the Osiris. So this one is the Mary, and this one is the Osiris. Me say, atiafo bi before mommy and sorry what? Mommy and sorry. Obaya Sandroa, Kinkani and Melbourne.
So Isis hides the coffin in the marshes, but what's his name? Seth sees her. He sees something. So he sets out with wild dogs and boars and men to go hunting. So eventually he stumbles across the coffin, and at the side of it is rage and hatred and all of those things. So like a panther, so it seems like a wild man, he tears off the lid of this coffin where Osiris is hiding, and he took the body and he basically, they chopped it up.
They chopped the
so
body
they
up.
killed him for a second time. Yes, they chopped him into
So
14 pieces.
when the Mary have go and see and her husband is alive
And
again,
she's hiding him, but they've come and they found him, and so they kill him again.
Okay.
And so they chop him into 14 pieces.
14 pieces.
And they scattered him up and down the entire length of the Nile in the hopes that the crocodiles would eat him. So again, he won't get that final ritual in death, and so that he can go to that higher place and be an immortal god, right?
Because he still want to be the god.
Yes.
And the reason why in those days we don't have a god, we have gods. In those days we don't have a god, we have gods, because God wasn't one. The pharaohs, there wasn't one. We have gods. So these white people also come back and invent and tell us Pharaoh was one, and also the God is one. The God that the ancient that time, they know the supreme man was there. But the God that they're telling us in Bible here, now they're telling us in this assassin way, you know, almost say God, yes, spelling God, yes, spelling G, capital G, but who spelling history you redo there, yana nanum, yani yamamre there, yes, spelling God, but Omunim said the truth, no, and I say, and there's no G, there's no capital G in anywhere, but they invent that one to put fear in black man.
So Seth, now that he's done that, he now he's jubilant, he's jubilating, right? It is not possible to destroy the body of a god, cried Seth. Yet I have done it, for I have destroyed Osiris, right? His laughter echoed through the land, and everybody hears it. So now everybody is in fear. They think that Seth has managed to destroy the body of Osiris. Isis is also now aware that this second death of her husband has occurred.
Yes.
Seth's wife, Nephthys, leaves her husband, leaves the evil husband, and joins Isis to search again for her husband, right? So only this time she doesn't just have Nephthys, she's got 7 scorpions, she's got an Anubis that takes the form of a jackal assisted in the church. So when she searched on the Nile among the many streams of the Delta, she made her way in a boat made of papyrus. Okay? Papyrus, and don't forget, Seth sent the bodies through the Nile in the hopes that the crocodiles would eat him.
When he chopped him in the second time now, he spread the body in the river Nile.
Yes, he chopped him into
so
14
that crocodiles
pieces,
will eat the body.
hoping that the crocodiles would eat him.
Yes.
However, the crocodiles also knew who the body parts of that was, and they also
praise the Lord.
They also worshipped Isis, right? So they neither touched the body parts or Isis. And it is also said today now in legend that anybody that travels the length of the Nile in a papyrus boat is protected. No crocodile will touch them, because the crocodiles believe that that is still Isis traveling the Nile looking for her husband. So slowly, piece by piece, Isis rediscovers the fragments of Osiris. And wherever she did so, she formed by magic the likeness of his whole body, and so she gathers all of them, and with her magic she manages to put it all back together.
Ancestors.
Now,
ancestors.
And she's doing this because she wants the proper funeral rites to be formed so that he can.
Yes, Sister Faustina, the Bible is created by our own story. The Bible is created by our own story to put fear.
Now, the problem that she had was she found all of the body parts except for one.
So she can manage to get all the body.
He chopped him into 14 pieces, and
14 pieces.
She's managed to gather 13. The piece that she is missing is his penis.
Wow.
Which they believe was to have been eaten by the piranhas. Which is why the Egyptians in that particular time, and I'm not quite sure about now, modern day, it may have changed, but they didn't eat piranhas because the piranhas were believed to have eaten the penis.
No, what are the
piranhas? It's those fish with the teeth. Look it up. Oh, they're scary. I'm scared of them. Yes. You know, I know people who are so fearful of piranhas that when they've actually gone to places like...
So when they search all the body, they find everything.
Except for the penis.
But Oma who said in previous a tear for me and the form, another form. Madam. Omo to che munu dudo muna oma hunu kwaku jesi akosu kwaku jesi epodua no nko do ma hu podua no ane se ene de koti yo na japade no eno de ne ye de ko eti no yentie de oba ya santoa wo de sembe bo ba mi we asem ni oba ya santoa kenkan ye ma ba mu.
So because they believe that the oh crap, what was the name of the fish? I just said it.
The
piranhas.
The
my God.
The piranhas.
Because the piranhas are eaten, and now the Egyptians will not, they don't eat the piranha because they believe it to be cursed because it was stupid enough to eat the penis of Osiris. So she's gathered what she can, and there with her magic she's reformed the body, and she calls the priest, and they perform all of the last rites of Osiris, and he gets to be entombed correctly as he should have been. Right. So not long after this, Isis gives birth. She gives birth to a boy named Horus.
Oh, so now they
now listen.
No, let me add this again.
Wait.
They didn't get
it yet.
Okay.
Wait. Chances are the lady was already pregnant.
Okay.
She's been married for a long time.
Please,
this is very important.
And listen so much for this here. It's not Obaya Santua who invented it. It's not her. It's not she wrote it. But this one is the typical whatever we call them scholars.
Yes. So because her husband has passed away and she's only ever been with her husband, so then they reclass her as a virgin, and then she gives birth.
Wow.
So this is where we get the idea of the Immaculate Conception. And because the piranhas had eaten his penis, that also gave weight to the story that it was an Immaculate Conception because he didn't even have a penis after he returned the second time. Yeah. And she wouldn't have had enough time to get pregnant
with Mary.
With Osiris. When she returned.
I call him Mary. Yes.
No, he should be Joseph or Jesus or whatever.
Yeah, Joseph. Yeah.
But she didn't have enough time to be pregnant with him because Seth found him and killed him and chopped him up.
Wow.
But chances are she was already pregnant when they killed him the first time. But this is the whole idea of where the Immaculate Conception, because they reclassified her as a virgin. Oh. And then she gave birth to Horus.
Okay, let me borrow you here. The series will continue.
Yes, because that's where I'm at. And if I go any further, I'll...
The series will continue. Please, we want to wake our people up. And don't forget to follow the page, and we have another page also called
the hidden truth of Africa. The
hidden truth of Africa. We want to just shift from here as the Facebook is doing to us. When you go can you go to the page for me, please, so I can get a picture and somebody go there, he will know it's us. So you see the story. When they put this man, I will say Jesus Christ with his disciples, they throw this man in the river Nile. And when the river takes him, he go and go. This coffin go and stuck in somewhere. God so being good, this guy didn't die. And after that, his wife found, he kisses, this man came alive. Now, because he don't want enemies to know that this man is alive, he put it back to the coffin, they send it back. So he don't want them to know. After he did, they say, wow, you that we put you with this heavy metals and with one and what's up here? That is the Jesus Christ that they think they kill him has come again. So what they have to do again? So what they have to do is now to find a way and chop him into 14 pieces. Now look at that. The time that Omudi Obano said Omudi Obani then I say a new say a adakanum sending. That time no on Obana da no binim. That time no for your food no binim. So that year na a koba yeno and no the second time omutu try me move 14 no our spread yeno. Ade omanya sebi na japade if you kasem ye beka no the kote eno no omanya eno tie ma Egypt fo ka said eye watima wie nipa ni fish ya motima wie nipa ni tumi bi ti say there sa fish we ye nwe and until I said in previous, minimum about Muslim for the by me a Muslim ni, by me minim the entire I catch them say mammy we praku. Na minim the entire I catch them say and mammy we praku, me a Muslim ni, but I don't know why they said I shouldn't eat pork because nobody explained to me. And you know, Miss Right here for time one or buy them. I will say you turn into 14 now for the year to pity yen. Actually, now, Omun so much yesterday in a chiquata and watching Omun say, a year or bar no after your fun, a to a fire fun. I will not be any say, ah, na so about we are, or no, a bear man, you didn't call your cry when we send this man away, when we this now. That means it wasn't this man who gave this woman a pregnant. That means it wasn't this man who gave this woman a pregnant. That means say, not just say, or more fun says idea, a Mary no or a virgin. That means the spirit no and I'm obana den obano after your fun. Eti the Mary no I who said Mary na or a virgin, Mary na on na or not no bear man die and a Mary or yeah day or fire fun. A story way and one dear creative. And no more dear Bible, and no mamma na ye doko ye say perfume rice. Or mamma na ye clear to say Butrika nation. A year not half me perhaps bosom or the video be better to talk about a year Egyptians. A year mushe imuna mube say sad Miladin minimbo the Osiris or the Osiris.
Let's just go with that.
Okay, Osiris, right?
Osiris.
Yes, the Osiris or Osiris.
Just say tomato.
Yes,
so
yeah, tomato, Nini Banku. And you know, that mushe sa omo coffee numuna, sa coffee numuno, said Adiana or my said design was sa coffee numun or Jimso on a yin yanko pono. And yin yanko pono was through. Sa yanko pona, you say a year or badium or badiana yen free so on a yaman sign. A real interest, a real from and so I wore a who are yin ninano. Nininan it will be a deba, side the yin, but the Bible munya mina or more can. A yin no more copy then a free a ye Egypt a yin. Or by us and to say every Saturday or the another teachings ever side then so by us and we conclude everything because it's a series.
Yes,
and you
so I know, but you know, I mean I can continue because Horace also has his own story to continue that continues.
So everybody like anybody who watches us to this level should just capture this bit and know that.
I may not talk about Horace next week, but what I want to leave everybody with is as what we said, this is going to be an ongoing thing.
Yes.
And I will sit here and I will absolutely fundamentally destroy the idea that the ancient Egyptians were ever white because they weren't. And what I will leave you with is if I can turn my neck, can you help me?
Let me turn.
I just want you to all to just have a look at this. This is a tomb that was discovered in 2015. So as you can see, it's not completed. They haven't completed unearthing it. So what I would like everybody to think about, anybody that has any kind of inclination that the ancient Egyptians were white, to have a look at the self-portraits here. This is their self-depiction. This is how they depicted themselves. They painted these. Do you see any white man here? There is no white picture on any of this tomb. None. The ancient Egyptians were black. And that is why I will sit here and do this every week until I can drill that into the heads of everybody. The ancient Egyptians were black up until the time the Greeks came in and started to create the half castes. And that one too is a story I can continue another day.
Yes.
But I just want to leave everybody with this. This is only discovered, what are we, 2019? So this is only discovered 4 years ago. So we are still discovering tombs. So this is untouched. You can see no white scholar has come in and recreated this and put this in any of his museums with whites. So this is pure. If this it doesn't tell you that the ancient Egyptians were black, I don't know what else can.
Okay.
So I just want to leave them with this picture.
Okay. At year 4, out 4, minuanum. I'm more support to half Nipa Harbors on the Faustina, Mr. Joku, Mr. Collins, I don't know well, Niasu Ball, Michiao, like Nipa Dawson,
hasn't even Falcon Ian joined us. He's our other Italy person. We should link him and Sankofa up so his Sankofa can have a friend.
I can have a hair. I was it back when. What do you want? Go the obehunoni entino minua this is a series, the series of Obaya Santua of the hidden history of Egypt. That is what she wants. The hidden history of Africa.
And essentially, not just the hidden truth, but it will also lead into stolen Africa. And this is essentially the stories that they've stolen from Osiris and Isis, with the resurrection and the Immaculate Conception is the beginning of the theft.
Okay.
So that is, it will cover all.
Okay. So anybody who have joined us now, please, we are uploading our videos in YouTube now, and we will plead everybody, just go there and subscribe, and after that we will just give any update. The name wa yedibema YouTube no I have created one already.
I think we will make new.
Yeah, but we will make new.
Yeah,
yes, we will make new. But we should try and also like the hidden truths, the secret of hidden.
Oh my goodness gracious me!
Yes, so
the secret history of Africa.
Okay, so you can show on the camera. Yeah, it's a bit brighter.
Right.
Yeah, it's a bit brighter, so that So when you go to that new page, you will see this the last back. The last back. Hanomona eye na nanom omudware ye the last back omudware ye omuko ya omanye den omama biem. This is the last back. It mesra uko page na ubehunu the secret history of
it's all back mirror imaged, but
the secret.
The secret history of Africa.
Africa. See, Obaya Santono wako try the tintin you made him ready. Entino. So this is Obaya Santua, the page that she want to do all these teachings, and she will come from there to the to YouTube, because now the Facebook are sacking us. By ese kumase kromfo. Wo bu obi no obi so di twam Facebook fo o block ye be bie foforo half nipa half bosom me da wase ene wa futuo bebre ene na na kwa friye eye Mr. Jekum eye me sister Faustina Yeboa sister oba de onka ho wate oba de onka ho sister onka ho pa the lab nana akwasi bekwen ono so oba de onka ho Abraham bemushe mesremo. This time then can I think expect senka Abraham bemushe kura de enka wode message abeto abonten aka kire so eye common sense for eye CSF for sikadodo se ni yenya o sikadodo se ni yenya but yenya ye dede Abraham from ayini beto ho Abraham fa we baba Abraham say ene ye hia mobile money ene ye hia mobile hwan ye hia Western Union ene wo de beto ho still nipa emfa ade ne nko na esi amfa ade na nko a nti Abraham ti YouTube nti efe de ye pele senka ye mo na ye video na ke di mfonyini ne ko ho esese si Facebook omanim guase pese minkuminya blackman o pese ye bibini be kosoro o pese bibini ade be bienti wo mo block yen amane ye video kura ye nduru ba bia mimi a wo hwe me a wotie nie se won buaye na won fa contribution enkonkoma eye Abraham be Moshe a mesrew eye nimonimu ye yi no fa wo kakra wo benya nefa kɔ supporto eye Abraham be Moshe, because won fa ko supporto Abraham be Moshe sika na enko Abraham botom ye de kɔ akoto ho ne ye de tuatua eye airtime ka na kakra be ka ne yesie na obo ade ya adom ne sie betima bie TV station na ya bie mesrem CSFofo mo ma ya fa ya no endon fofon se wo de won no edon fofon a enjure ebi nkan se wo de wano do eye mfofon a enjure ebi enkan mo ma ya fa ya no nka se yen donate abra yen donate, because when we don't donate we will still remain. Obi say don't say I will do it, say I'm doing it. Don't say I will do it, but say I'm doing it. So why what they said, obeboa eye common sense family. Any sukuu nkwala bia, ye do omu picture beto ho, ensuo bro omo, se bi previasa. Nka Abraham be mu say ye nye TV bi mpo, ena ke ye se adwumadie we ama na ba be da dia. Me free san ke ye sa adie we koto Abraham anim. Ne ye ka chen se Abraham, sukuu nkwala bia ho kire omu wo mu ni o. eti yesra nso boda wuro ne yentimi fa movement no so mo eye adofo a me free sa Abraham oni na busuafo omo popo omati because CSF no yet ade bia esi ye de to na ye kasa na ye timi dodo ye ho ye nkurase emfa wo se CSF betimi ati hospital e de ama enkurase ni bi eti adofo anuanom ewe de ye nsada fom wo a wo fa kakra nkoye no mesro 1 city 2 city krona wo de ye fa ko na ye nyina ye fa nkonkotum because ye say eye kuko ne ma ankore ye ma na se CSM amfa anko wa amfa anko a ne ye koya na ye bai CSFfo mesrem mom ye nkyere wodo mom ye fa akoma pantena obi asem enye ya asem mom ye hunu se movement ye dia ba no aduru mre bia eye Abraham one ne tim no nko antimi nyeden enye eti menu mienu ye ne ye betimi de 1 city 2 city ne ye dia eden akwa den akwa support medamase eye oba ya santoa a wode ne dwumadi aba se the Egypt no oba bebubu no wasese no na ba bi ode me ko no se obema bibifuo hunu se abibifuo na nkasa no ya de ehye yemu no edu yie enu ti na pyramid no up to date emrofo empese ombedi atum akase ya bibifuo na ye medamase obi biara oba be hye obi biara obebetie ye obi biara oba ye ma adwumadie ekoye no memma wutrim popo se anytime bia behu se butire ka so ne kanea no bra na ya sempa emma menu mienu medamase oba ya santoa medawase bebre medase pa
abusia for me ne mekunu abutrican nation do asipa
abusia
for me ne mekunu abutrican nation do asipa
getting there.
Yes, and then I got shy.
No, you get shy. You said it. Yeah, you getting there. If everybody will come up.
Yes,
and
Abusia for men Mikuno Abutrican Nation do Asipa.
Oh yes.
See now when you're not looking at me, I can do it.
Nah, don't squash back.
It's already squashed, my dear.
Sure. Me my nose if Abusia for Yadamase. Echina ene da foforo ye besa ehia. Abutrican nation mato babe, can you grab me all my stuff here?
What stuff?
The one we bought today. Sorry. Oh, sorry. Just.
I'm not getting up there for people to see me standing on.
Oh, okay. Let me.
Go and get your stuff.
Okay, hold here. Let me get.
You want which?
The insects and other stuff.
And the rider stuff.
Yeah, and the car. Enti Abutrican nation. We adie bia your friend talo taro me bro for the enye kura o asem taro yes enti me ready sa card we metimi amawo aye nsenkyerani bebre e wo wabrabom eno nanchen this is incest enne makwa akototo ni nyina de aba echina hold it for me echina eye nyame boa mamure mfi se ye ba be kire tunsumu no ma bi se wo hu mamure mfi se echina ye ba be kire sunsumu no ma bebre enti mo hwe eye incest ya me de aba na me wo eye moon moon no enie moon wo be hu se moon enie ena me wo eye money sikasem money eno sunie ena me wo eye awia that is a very powerful awia eno nso enie wo nsi atwere on the sun edo so me kasa me kwa so ahu we we the 7
chakras.
The 7 it can't come.
No, it's mirror image.
Yeah. Oh, the mirror image, right? Okay, the 7 chakras. Okay, that one also no ma bebre edoso eni mitimi kan nyina ni nyina ni ha bibia bi wom na dia Abutrican nation obi beka tense na wo abranti a woti wa wanim fefefe wo ho hyenhyen yi de wo kura de wo de na wo hunu mi se no yes so ni mo obi a na aka so ya akoa me Abutrican nation Mopa Monko Biza will be a friend Angelina. Could you?
Oh,
your friend, what is the name?
You're ridiculous. Angelina Jolie.
Angelina Jolie. Angelina Jolie.
Not Jolly, Jolie.
Jolie, okay. Angelina Jolie.
Yeah,
right.
Me
brophy. So Angelina Jolie. Munko Bisa Angelina. I say they should search his name. Oh yeah, the hip hop America artist. No. Any microphone all the stars that you see them, around. Huh? I reduce my level. Me reduce my level. So what I say, me reduce my level. And all the stars now, woman around no, no. Yen, me catch you say, also ben pass over to me. One so to me. One is so more will say ya. Me decide we. Remember that chance or mbe no money free yen and ho. Eti echna Afrika nation. A serious matter. Me pacho. Me sister program we. Baby biara obawo. Uwa Brooklyn. Uwa Ghana. Uwa he. The whole Africa. Obiamra. Omra metie enkwa atrechra me de den. Me di ba be den. E ba be trechre no. Me pacho. Mumra metie because me when me amasem and I met my read the amount, met my kawasem, assembly or make catch over the matem, but later a bebum. And who must me babeka, a reasama will say yes down a you sumpa. And I away near man be ho, and then your man be brave honor. Ubemos will be a honor. A papa waff a fair obia to car every a year brooch. Apa could be may be will fear. Wako di bema bi achi wo fie wo brochire wa sendi sika e ma akwa bi a na wo fie kura no wotan wo ni nyina enye kwa eno na chire wota sonsom dae wo hunu se wo na nabi anasa wadanfo bi a na wo ni di agro anasa obi bi a na wotan wo wota hunu no wo dae mu asa nipa no wo wuo mesrew mumra na memma mo akwankyere e wo we hu wo obia wo sori a wo dwini bebre adwendwen ma wo na adwendwen mo abrabo etiti mesro kwanya eyesa wo ye meditation na wo tini wo adwen na wo de kɔ ewiase ye kase nyankopɔn a ɔne wo a wo kasei ɔne me a me kasei ɔne wo a wo hwemie ɔba ya santo atiwe she is a god also so because Egyptians no na yen ye frɛ ye god yen na ye frɛ ye gods. So what I say, yen ye frɛ ye gods. Etino mumbra na eye echina eye the time of pepe ye de start dwumadie ya pepe no mumbra menche because me nya so kingdom no na me sha asese me kasa wi a madum no me kasa wi madum no menim de maka menim de makyerɛw eti de obetie no na wafa ewiase a ye nam no ewiem etuom esum papa na se wa mo ho ban a asem ebefa wase yemma bebre ene do mu pictures any nam social media if you are also in the social media ne se wonim kwan e se obo uyi medi ho kwan a obi be ye wonyedoa eti nkrofo ma na ye twetwe omutinu a ye do makoji sikaduro no a obi tiri ababa wa fefefe ena ne ho fefefe eye den ena eye den na kwasie we wase wo ye kwasie wo wase eye den ena kwasie we epa timidi sika daadaa menua wo hwe me wanfa sika ne daadaa no ya chi wo picture ene de akwan nyankomade sa nyankomade no eno na ache wo kra akoma no eti the moment o mbe frɛ no untimi nka no Afrika nation medi mu besia ema mu remfi se mu be support na maba aboa eye Abraham Bemushe na dwumadi a ye die no ne nyina tima ye den akoso eno nso ena akire no enkwala bia ye de wo mfo nyini ebeto wo se wo mu hia sukuu dan akomu sukuu ye nka asa kosi sukuu dan ma wo na aso ye pese ye plaster dan mu ye den ema wo mo ye se wo hoy munsom ene ye nyina na ye kɔ wo kɔ na se ayi enfantefo ejina epona ni ye twi dokana si ye twi dokana ye wonwuma ye to enwuma na ye to no means that means we should grab it together and support our own Afrika nation medamase echina emamu remfi baby biara wo biara hye biara mesrew bone prokoko na echina omra metie bi na eno watimi di advice ne ba bema ne baba especially mama no and mama na onfa mo ne ho ban won so osonsom da ye nso no na onso no efa obi a wawuo pen ho saa no ma no na won so no ma chiro de yesa wo ye de oye na eno so otima boa ama onso no wotima di yi ewiase saa ene yese ye de boa ye Abutrika Nation, one love, together we can make it. Every day, every night, my prayers are with you, and I will continue to love you until my generation will come and pass. Medomo Obaya Santua can be rich on Say something and we go.
Oh, I said my bit already. I spoke tree. I thought I was finished.
Oh, you finished.
Thank you, everybody. Faustina, particularly, thank you. Yes, go and beat him up. That's fine. You didn't read the comments, did you? But Faustina was asking you what time tomorrow.
Oh, okay. Actually, the same time, because I want to get a lot of people. I want to get a lot of people that can get this message. So tomorrow will be the same time. Australia time will be 11 and Ghana time will be 1 o'clock. So please, everybody should come. I want to tell you the secret that you can do so that nobody can take your picture to do anything.
You want me to reveal that stuff? Huh?
Yeah, you can. If you want to say something, you can. Because sometimes you can say something. Yeah.
Okay, you be careful.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Some stuff you can't reveal.
Yeah, some stuff.
You have to be careful. You will lose the it won't work anymore.
Yes.
And I will say to this Akusi Becker is that he was teasing you about your English, huh? I said, but he's getting the boobs and you're not. So having no English.
I'm going to say, Yana, and then your father was Namin Nada. Father was Namin Nada. A tear for Madame Wasi, who Fred Duma, but now what them are a war, Achi, war, minia, stress free. Don't put more stress in you because the more you put stress, it increases you to the level of to end your life. So don't stress so much. That is why we are here. Everybody, Common Sense family, we are here. Everybody is doing live videos. All these videos are educating and also making people happy. So I will be very happy and just follow Obayas. And as I said, I won't be with her sometime when she's making some videos.
That's what he thinks.
If you see her doing her teachings, the support, the love should still be because she's one of us. She's our own. She's the one who fight for Africa every day and night. Anyuanom adofo Abutrika Nation. Medemu besia. Mun share video no na encourage. Say ye china ye beti.
I don't know if I want them to share this one. Everyone's talking about my boobs.
Your booms is
boob. You know what boom is like? Boom, an explosion. They're not that big. Boobs.
But because I want people to know it's boobs. Right? So that they not think about
boobs. Yeah, you like
yes.
Boobs.
Me banu kra wa no manatwe. Na nka won no manatwe yankasa America o ka be me ka me ba suo biti pa me nam te se kerosene egu ayi. Me da was yetiefo obo ade eka mo. Ni nyina ya agronko a me nua ye hia na ye di agro ye di nkomo ya do na bibia ye den aye kam. Abutrika me no ma bebreu. Me di no ma bi nso beba after china no. Me di ade bi beba se
you see this Akosi Beko, next time I'm coming, I will wear a burqa. Next Saturday, I will be here with a burqa.
No, Akosi Beko is in Dubai,
yes,
and you know that. I think you don't see these things in Africa.
That's exactly why I
said
I will wear a burqa. And you will be very sorry. A gifty asanto amero akwaba with we finish.
Yeah, gifty akwaba, gifty akwaba. Yahuda, the name no
we will post it.
We will post it.
We will create. Yes. We will make a new one.
Yeah, we will make it. I will post it on the page so that everybody can try and at least go there and we can swap from here that they have damaged us like that. Then we go there and do our teachings. We love and we care. We can't keep the secret between us. We need to reveal it because yes, I am hypocrite. Nature say penkoso. And yes, I am so anybody who have just joined us, please just go back, share the video, go back and let us educate ourselves. Now, Obayas and this is series 1, series 1, and the series 2 will come. My brother, thank you very much. And Obadi and come. Paul ke odam le ajanwon what are all malak abu do mumyesia echna straight up. I love you all. Bye.